Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of the podcast where you get to meet the one person who's solely responsible for the name of this whole podcast, Conversation with Babu. It's okay, Ricardo, you don't have to be uncomfortable or. No, just uncomfortable. I'm trying to warm it up, that's it. Oh, you're trying to hold your laugh. Okay. So, welcome to the podcast, and this is a conversation with Babu. And guys, as I said in the introduction, that it's why it's a conversation with Babu, and the guy is here, the person, the myth, the legend. Well, this is Riccardo Fasano, the correct pronunciation of his name, Italian accent wise. So this is our Gora boy from Italy to India. He's my manager slash friend slash big baby slash a lot of things I would say that I would discover in future, and plus you guys would be able to discover. He's been in India for 11 months now, and we'll get into the conversation with him to understand what his journey has been, where he came from, what he's doing now, what's his future plans, and how the whole corporate world works about. So that's him. Just to start with the origin of your story time. So first things first, were you more into pizza, pasta, or gelato when you were a kid in Italy? What was the second one again? Sorry. Pizza, pasta, or gelato? No, definitely pasta. Like my grandma used to make. Both of my grandma used to make like kind of different pasta. Definitely, I would say more pasta. So, what did younger you wanted to be when you grew up back in Italy, and how close are you now to what you really started to believe in that you wanted to get into? So when I was young, I always was chasing this dream of becoming a basketball player, to become a pro eventually, or at least be in the sector basketball, which eventually I think like I took a very similar path and didn't become a pro. However, like I stick around the basketball environment quite a lot, so he led me here where I am now, where I'm quite happy, I would say, still close to the sport. Also, the game taught me so much, so it's also because of that that I the person that I am now, to be honest, and I'm glad because of that. So, and also I think like basketball opened up so many, not only like work doors and career doors, stuff like that, but also it allowed me to meet so many people who eventually like a lot became my friends, close friends, and travel a lot because of that. So I think. I mean, yeah, you went in the right way, I would say, at the end, yes. When you say you wanted to be into basketball initially, why just basketball? Since you're an Italian, of course, you're open country, lot of football, right, and a big time football culture, and even now, I think most of the people relate with Europe is either with the culture or probably the landscape, and plus football as well. And moreover, basketball has been an American dream, right? I mean, mostly when we see in a holistic way. Then why would you choose basketball and not football? What's the main take that you would? I think good question, I would say, but my friends were all into football. I'm well phrased, and obviously I got big cut into the sport as well. I always used to play a lot of football, like in like at the sea and stuff like that. But then I don't know. I think like at one point it was maybe because my father like put me on a basketball court, and from there I could not like get out of it. Get out of it. Yeah, exactly. Move away from that, and then like once I started playing more, I think it's like they are very two different sports, and even I think like the speed of the game is very different, the way you train is very different. And I grew up in a region where actually like football was the main thing. Basketball was still okay, but like not obviously as big as football. And but yeah, eventually I think like it was more like because my father was a basketball fan, used to want to play basketball, so then I think the push came mainly from that. And then again I could not move away from basketball coach. Just kept going, and yeah, quite happy with the choice. Oh, I'm sure. But did you even try to get into football ever? I mean, no, I think I never actually trained football. I only again play with my friends randomly whenever they were calling me or like for some pickup games. So I don't know, like
apart of that, to be honest, it was mainly like a summerish sport for me because yeah, because we were always at the sea playing with the random guys at the beaches, and yeah, but love the game also. Like, I mean, football is fun, and it's still like a team sport, so I think it's very different from those solo sports where obviously like you have it's more like a you have to the pressure is different and it comes more like the challenge is more like you versus yourself, right? Where like when you move to like a team sport, obviously they're more like a joint sport, and a joint challenge that you seek in. So I always like more to stick around with folks rather than do a solo thing. Yeah. So you are a team sport boy, just like Taylor Swift. Correct, madam, correct. Got it. So I think it's been how long that you've been in India now? Actually, I think I'm entering my 11th month, so in a month it will be I will be completing 1 year. I joined last year, 1st November. So yeah, so far roller coaster of emotion, and it's been a good ride, hell of a ride, I would say. I was about to say hell of a ride. Definitely a lot of up and downs, but yeah, I mean now I think like I'm more you know I'm more settled. I'm better definitely than when I was yesterday, and loving the country, loving Bangalore. So yeah, I'm enjoying it actually now. And since it's been 9 months now, and you are an Italian, and we do have a cliche about the accent and everything. So, what's that super Italian thing that even though wherever you live, right, whether it's India or America or London, anywhere in the world, what would be that one thing that you cannot just let go of your Italian, super Italian thing? I think I already let it go. That's why I let it go already, to be honest. Because there's nothing like that here. Like, it's more like routine that we have, or at least that I used to have most of the time. That, when you wake up, you just have like, I know I sound very stereotype shit. Stereotype You do? Yeah. But actually, it's the truth. So, usually, like in Italy, in cities are like planning away, but like, there's a lot of like cafe and bar around, no? In each of the neighborhoods. So like in the morning, especially, people go there for breakfast, like just sip an espresso, eat a cigarette, and then go to work and whatever. So there is something obviously here doesn't happen, right? I think that's because of different culture and things are just different, which is okay. But that's something that is the first thing that I do actually when I go back home. Because I don't know, like it's sort of a routine that I'm sort of missing. That obviously can live without, but still it's sort of like a small thing that actually bring me back to Italy. Correct. Makes sense. Home and stuff. Yeah. So from classrooms to the conference meeting today, right? And just be honest about it. How much would you say what you studied, what you did in your school, and what kind of a work that you're doing right now? Does it even correlate to any way? I think definitely relates to my study. However, like as a student, it was quite bad. Like especially in high school. I mean, a lot of fun time I would say, but unfortunately, like I didn't treat school as a first prior as I should have done. So that and I regretted a bit to be honest, because then you always have to once you grow up, you have to catch up on things and stuff like that. So yeah, but definitely like what I'm doing now definitely relates to my study, and yeah, but eventually I also had to learn a lot of stuff by myself, obviously, and actually my just because I didn't properly, I would say again, as I said, like I treat school, in a good way. Then I also had to do everything by myself. I was very into sneakers, so I started like reselling stuff here and there. That's why actually everything started, to be honest. And I started like to earning a bit of money, making mistake on how to use money actually. Then try to save as much as I can because that also was my goal to become more independent. and an autonomous person in my family. But yeah, so that was like the fundamental foundation of everything. Then once I grew up, I also started traveling a bit. So I went to London. So I started actually working over there. I did few work like jobs here and there, like in Bologna, in the city, but like very small things. And then in London, I started working for Nike, and as a side project, I was working also on this app with other 4 or 5 friends, and that actually was the core of like where actually I learned most of the things. I would say that was my university. That's how I like to phrase it, to be honest. The whole aspect of learning all those things, like different jobs that you did. Yeah, correct. But especially like building a sort of a startup eventually from scratch, going through challenges, trying to raise capital, and make like a starting trying to have a product, build a product, and stuff like that. Like it was very 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 challenging. Also, we were all very young, so like and all friends as well. So like even managing people, like I did a lot of mistakes, but that that's where you start. That's where you start, and then from that you can only improve, obviously, right? So I believe again that was like my university. It was probably the best experience in terms of work, and also it let me mature and grew a lot. I grew a lot because of that, and then I went back to my city after like COVID, and then like 1 2 years experience in London. But I was working for Nike there, Nike Town. Then I moved back again to Bologna because of COVID and like a few situations that were happening at home. So I started like to work in actually in a retailer in Bologna, which actually I met few cool guys actually there. Like it was a sort of a nice experience. Definitely not my vibe. Definitely not like my place. But sometimes to achieve something you also have to do. As actually most of the time you have to do something you don't like. So that's definitely was I was not liking it. And then there I actually got quite lucky. I mean I was pushing myself a lot. Like I was working a lot on trying to cultivate my passion. And then I got this opportunity, thanks to a friend of mine, to go there into like more into like an office role. So you were talking about something regarding retailer, something like that, that when you went back to Bologna and that's what you did. What do you mean by that? I mean, to give a very layman's language, like how do you express? Is it a store or something that you did? Yeah. I was working so at the beginning in a store. So again, like over there, it was actually one of the biggest retailers in Europe. And I started there. Again, the culture was a bit different from what I'm pursue in general. So yeah, I mean at the beginning especially was a bit tough. Also because you have to always like meet this sort of KPIs and things. You have to always like to push customer to buy stuff and things like which I'm definitely not like that. Like for me, like whenever you enter a store or like whatever it doesn't have to be sneaker only, like can be any museum, whatever. It's always a journey sort of things, right? So yeah, definitely not my vibe again and my environment, but again, I feel you always have to start somewhere. So in that case, I needed a job, so I picked up whatever was available. So I started with that. Then was lucky enough to get a job in office space, and that's where I started seeing things from a different perspective. So more from back end rather than front end. And that was like this big I would say, how do you call it, buying group, I would say. That like my job was like a merchandiser role. That case, the merchandiser role, it's a big buying group. The main thing was to be the assortment for our client customer. So basically we segmented all the customer in different kind of like typology of accounts depending on the size of the business and also like the importance, I would say. And that was very good because it allowed me to speak to basically all the brands. So you get like a very holistic overview of what's going on, like on what are all our or all the brands are doing.
That's okay.
All the brands are doing, and the fact that also I started working in advance quite a lot because you work like literally like a year and a half in advance. So there's a lot of planning, a lot of like what's it, strategy that you have to try to build and then make it happen eventually. I started also like I think developing my presentation skill, communication skill, being actually it was like my first experience in a office space again. So it was more like there was a director, there was like GM, and all of these kind of figures, character, which like I think due to my personality, I got along way faster. Also because they allow me to do that. To be honest, they allow you. Yeah, in a sense, obviously because I mean I've always been told. I mean later maybe I'll say, but again, like they were very open to me. I will always like breaking the door very easily and asking things like I don't know, seeing for example, I don't know, balance sheet together. Why I don't know, Nike's performing that way. Why next quarter is gonna go down, and making assumptions stuff like that. Like only can let you, I think, improve the way you're thinking. And so yeah, that was a very nice experience. Also, like my colleagues, I mean, top class, I would say. I was the youngest in the office, to be honest, and they embraced me so much. So they made me feel home. And yeah, so it was a very, very, very nice start. And from there, and like I stayed there for almost a year, and then I got an opportunity to move to Germany to my next work experience, which was with Puma. Which still is actually, so still ongoing. And yeah, actually it was very funny because my manager, I applied actually for a position that I think it was a bit too like mid-high level, right? So I was not prepared, was too young, to manage those kind of things, but still went. How old were you? I think I was 23, 24, something like that. 23-ish, I think. And applied for that position, and then I got the chance to do the interview actually after a month. And actually, shout out to Jasper, my guy, because he was the first one to be honest to from outside of Italy, I would say, to really believe in me. And I did the interview. He killed me because to keep up with question and stuff, blah blah. At the end of the interview, I was like, quite tired, I would say. I felt it, yeah. And then I knew that he was not going to take me. But the interview was actually quite good. Well, okay-ish. But then after like I think a week or something like that, he reached out to me and said, "See, I have like a lower level position. We would like to take you." Blah blah. So I said, "Yeah, then let's go." So then I started doing that, and so I started this experience in Germany, and yeah, then. So that was your global bug bite, I would say, back when you moved from Italy to the interview thing and everything, and then moving into Germany and your whole experience about initial bit when you started, right? When you moved to London, then you did the sneaker thing, came back after COVID, and all of this thing, right? So is the perspective true or the stereotype which is there for the Western people, where like in India, there's a difference, right? So when you grow up in India, your family really holds on to you, right? Like even if you're 18, 20, whatever, till whatever age they can, they do that. But the perspective that we have for the Western country is that once they turn 18, they move out completely out of the house. Parents feel that they need to be independent enough. So was that the thing for you as well? And that's why you did, or initially started how you started with all of that? I think my journey like was I wouldn't say a bit different from the common journey because I think I would be too cocky saying that. But yeah, since I was young, like I always wanted to um, go out from my family house, not because like I didn't want to stay there, but just because I had this feeling that I had to move and move further. Say that definitely I think a lot of people, a lot of young guys, like when they growing up, they are chasing the thing of like doing their own, do their own experience, get out from home. But sometimes it's not possible because of economic reason. It's not an easy thing anyway. And like, I think it takes a lot of even guts, I would say, to go out from your comfort zone. So I cannot generalize saying that yes, in the the Western world, like yeah, that's the thing and that's what always happened because it's not true. But definitely the concept of like moving out from from your family house as soon as possible, or like definitely before India, or like this concept of like I need to start living my life as more as an adult, right? And start dealing with your own challenges as well. Be less in the wings of your parents. Definitely is way more there than here for sure. Even though like I met people here also like they actually the challenges are quite different. Here I think like the family culture is way more strict. Yeah, so again, I cannot generalize saying that in the Western world is always like that. Obviously, the concept is more there than here. But like even here, I met a lot of people that like went through different kind of challenges. Like the family and the culture here is way more strict than is there. You have like possibly there will be more barriers and things to go through. And that's why like I admire a lot of like people that. And guys, let's move on to a little bit of fun segment where we do the charades. Last time we did a more into a movie thing. However, this will be a more of a word thing at the moment. So let's just start. I hope. I can talk, no? Oh no. Can I talk? Yes, you can. Acha. Bro, I don't expect. Transformers, yellow, car. Bumblebee. Bravo, yes, go. Ah, man. No, I went to this place so many times. Dental. But dentist. Bravo, yeah. Piece of like. Paper? Bravo, yes. I'm not eating that much. I'm non-veg. So. Vegetarian? No, full word. Non-vegetarian? No, bro, the word itself, no. You have meat, yeah? Vegetarian? No, bro. Vegetable? No, yeah. This first thing I give to Agrima. Hair dryer. Well, you went for the farewell, no? What you usually do when you went to a farewell? No, you do music loud, dance? No, loud music, the event itself, no. Party? No. No, but still. No, not bad. Not bad. Because, right. It's not a cat. It's a dog. Yeah. Dog. When you drink water, what do you say thirsty? No. The drinking of water, you're just taking a smaller sip. Yes. You ride on it. It's not a horse. It's motorbike. No. Lower version. Lower version. Yeah. Scooter. No. What is it? No. By your feet. You pedal. Bike only. You pedal. Correct. Bike. Pass. It's an insect. Has 6 legs. On the wall. Yeah. It's underground. A tree. A tree underground. What does it grow from? Roots. Yeah. Somebody who's not happy, not fun. Sad. No. He's feeling. I am feeling very anxious. No. Drop water. Bored. We should do this, right? Bring it, bro. Don't call it, bro. You should have done this, bro. So 11 months now, 27-year-old senior manager in India. And a team with more than 4 or 5 people. Some are older, some are younger to you. However, I feel that managing younger people is still much easier because that person looks up to you, right? However, if you're managing a person who's older to you and has more experience than you, but then the whole aspect of you coming and even being at such a young age with lesser experience, however, more
uh, talent or whatever, with the capabilities that you have, you got the position. So, what was it like? How do you feel it really corresponds to the person who's reporting to you? And what is your point of view in that?
I think uh, difficult question, but no, I feel like at the end I always try to, again, as I said before, listen to everyone and put everyone in a position where they fit comfortably. They are comfortable in the position, and obviously I've always been aware of this fact, the fact that I'm younger and I was managing people that I'm actually managing people that are older than me. But I always try to break that sort of barrier of age. Because to me, to be honest, doesn't really matter. Like, and I tried my best. Don't know actually if I made it, but to let this topic never being a topic actually, you know. So that was my intent, and at the end, I think like I had a lot to learn. I actually through my team, I learned a lot of things, like work-wise especially, because the work is very much different from what I was doing in the past. Um, so specifically in my role, I got exposed to things that before I didn't even know I want to say the existence, but like, I was definitely not close before, right? So then, now, I actually have to, it's part of my daily, job. And, if it wasn't for my team, actually, a few people, like, I would struggle way more than I actually struggled. So yeah, I mean, at the end, managing people is more like, trying to listen to what people are saying, what people are like have to tell you, and what people also are facing as well. No, what issues they do having, and try eventually to sort them out, or again put them in a good position to then eventually shine. I think manager always like should be in a I would say should always like sort of filter and protect the team, but also expose it when it is the right time, And so that's again what was my always been my goal. It was actually also my first experience, so obviously I did. I can imagine, like that I messed up a few times, but that's okay. I would say I guess it's part of the process as well. But yeah, that was my intent and my goal. So yeah, so far so good. Again, a lot of challenges. Yeah.
And how would you say that you keep yourself grounded despite the fact with so many constant changes that are happening to your role and with the career growth that you're growing through and in your personal and professional life both, how do you keep yourself grounded?
Um, I think being humble is one thing that is very connected to, again, what I was saying before, like to uh, listen to what everyone is saying, right? Because is actually good. I think you can learn a lot by people that surround you. And I'll make an example. Like when it comes to, for example, who you aspiring to, or who you look up to. You may have your own superhero. You can be, I don't know, Kobe, LeBron, whoever. No, that there's a lot of distance between you and those guys. They definitely like sharing and spreading like a good message around, and they definitely again someone who you will eventually look up to, right? And you chasing what they're doing, right? And you love you embrace that mentality and you actually love that. But at the end, whoever like should actually push you is the people that surround you. So I take inspiration a lot from what people that are close to me are doing actually. And I think you have example literally every day on what like people are facing, frustration, I don't know, things happening in life, that can affect you during your day. And regardless of that, like people just still show up and trying to be with the there's mine on and get their things done. So yeah, that's I think where you can actually see and buy even more like and be inspired by those guys. And that's why I think I also keep myself honest sometimes. I'm saying like, if this guy did that, then it's not like because in my past, for example, I was also like, man, this guy's doing that. What I'm facing is nothing, right? Because what he was facing for me was more than I was facing, right? So then what I was feeling was nothing, right? And you should not approach this thing like that. You should embrace what you're facing and what you're feeling, like saying like you, I don't know, like is that something that you anyway at one point you have to deal with it. Yeah. And but at the same time, see if this guy is moving on or not, then I can also do the same, right? And that I think like looking at what other people are doing, definitely like push you in the right path in the right direction. So that's I would say I will keep myself grounded most of the time. Yeah. And when you look at your life right now, what would you say to your 21-year-old of yourself? Like, what advice will you give to what that person was doing back then? Would you still follow the same path, or probably would like to change something or give certain advice to that old self of yours? Then, man, you ask me this question like I'm 40. No, I mean, like you're 27, but still 6 years are quite a lot. No, true. And actually, I feel like especially in the recent years, like I feel like it's like even I joined, like I've been here in India for like 11 months. It seemed like 3 years. Doesn't really seem 11 months. So then, yeah, I'll take the question and I would definitely say to, yeah, keep grinding and like just move on. Things will get better. And I wouldn't know like if I would have changed something, right? Because at the end he brought me here, no? So and he brought me here. I'm quite happy for the person I'm becoming and sort of became, and with all the pros and cons, obviously. But I think it's also because of the mistake that I've done, and that is good. Sometimes no one is perfect, so definitely even like in the mistake maybe that I've done with people in relationships, or like even when I was trying to build my business, no, like all of this thing with friends, especially, like there's a lot of things that I could have done differently, and I suffer a lot because of that, like a lot. But at one point, at the end, it just happened, no, and eventually again you have to move on. You cannot stay stuck on those thoughts. So yeah, I would just say to just go on and keep learning. Things will happen anyway. If you have to push things on through yourself, no, rather than push them out. So and that only happens like I don't want to sound like a workaholic, but like that only happens if you get your how do you say in basketball, like get your ass down and start doing defense, no? Yeah. So that's not, to be honest, the only way that I knew, and apparently it's working out. So just carry on the same thing. Yeah. What's your next dream stop? My next dream stop. Yeah. My next dream stop. I think my dream goal is to be in a position tomorrow to do the first step, the second step, and the third step, and the first step. I don't want to look like too far in, because like I know that to get there like in 3-5 years, I have to do like multiple steps. So obviously, like again, my long term dream is to be there, but I have to be focused and able to get all the steps together, and sorry, or like, do all the step one by one. And I know that if I do that, that will lead me to eventually like a successful. Yes, I will land in a more successful position. So yeah. And country wise? Country wise, man, I don't know. Like I'm always been fascinated by Japan, so I recently visited the country as well. And so maybe there, but I don't know. To be honest, I don't have any thing written like in my diary saying I want to be there. Yeah, I'll see where life
takes you.
Yes, correct.
So now let's move to the quick fire round. It's like this or that. And certain questions where you can just give your answers in 3 words.
3 words.
3 words, yeah. So paneer or parmesan?
Parmesan.
NBA or Euroleague?
Oh, damn. Man. I would say common answer, but I would say definitely regular season Euroleague and then playoffs NBA.
Slack messages or actual meetings? Fast, do it fast.
Actual meetings, actually.
Delhi street food or
Delhi street food.
or Milan fine dining?
Delhi street food.
Sushi or risotto?
Risotto, even if it's sushi, man, it's so good.
Sunset in Goa or sunrise near Sardinia?
Have to, I mean, that bias, no, I have too many memories once I was in sunrise, so diciamo che sunrise in Sardinia.
One NBA player you'd have dinner with?
What? I can also ask past retired players.
Yeah. Retired player also works. But fast.
Fast like this. I would say, man, I don't know, LeBron.
And Mac Miller or Kobe Bryant?
Bro. My God. That. Can I have a shot of tequila?
I wish we had something like that. Yeah, surely.
Man, I cannot decide. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
I would say emotional, genuine, and kind.
3 people, dead or alive, you'd invite.
That are alive.
Dead or alive,
Yeah, okay.
you would invite to your dream dinner party.
Mac Miller for sure. Dead or alive. Okay, so Mac Miller. Then I would invite. Wow, there's so many, bro. I would invite Barack Obama.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I would invite.
Not Salma Hayek.
Yes, fuck. Yes, Salma Hayek. Yes, I think that.
There, I helped you a bit, of course. If your life was a movie, what would be the title?
Roller coaster.
And strangest thing that you've eaten in India?
Strangest thing I've eaten in India?
Don't say everything.
No, definitely not everything. Strangest thing I've eaten in India? But I don't remember the name, to be honest. It was sort of like a very weird fruit.
Fruit?
Yes, that we made.
Guava?
No, guava. No, man, it was sort of an apple, but very weird. I cannot remember the name. Like one morning I woke up and then made gave me this. It was like, wow, that's crazy. I've never seen something like that, but I cannot recall the
name of it.
Yeah, correct.
One Indian slang you love using.
You'll have to beep that. Shoot, yeah.
Your 3 go-to Hindi words that you've been using.
One you have to beep that. So it's chutia. The other one is I don't know. Recently, I would say maha. That is connected. And then the other one, what could it be? Yeah, mostly to be honest, are curse word. No, unfortunately, but I'll get there to a point where like I can actually speak them fluently and speak them without you guys have to beep them. So that one I will let you hang in there. ठीक है अच्छा bro. I forgot, yes, of course.
Right, that's the first word that you learned.
Correct.
Hidden talent that no one knows about.
Hidden talent no one knows, I don't know. Hidden talent no one knows. I feel like I can bark. Most of the people are aware.
Of course. I mean, it definitely has to be in the video. Sure. No one can disagree on it. In it. And finally, one word to describe India.
One word to describe India? Unique.
Pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ricardo Fasano,
Thank you,
being part of this
It
podcast.
was a pleasure. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. Actually, first time being on camera like that. So thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it was an opportunity for me as well. You were such a good guest, and I hope that with this, people get to know a little bit more about you and how the whole corporate world works around. So, thank you so much, and I'll catch up with you in office.
Pleasure. Done. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. And I really hope that you enjoyed the whole aspect of understanding what the rat race has been going on, the whole corporate culture. And with each person that I would like to interview, would like to give you the aspect, inspiration, how the journey begins. And I hope that you get the inspiration which is needed and you understand what and how this whole world works around. And I hope that you like it, you share it, subscribe it, and for sure follow. We'll be dropping reels and smaller segments on Instagram as well, and we'll share the pages down below on the same page. And hope you keep hanging on, loving us more. And that was the conversation with Babu.